Hello, my friends. Tiffany. So if you have been wanting something so much in your life, if you've been wanting this thing, whether it is a career or being visible or creating a YouTube channel or becoming a life coach and drawing your clients to you or manifesting your soulmate or anything that it is that you want, and you've been moving towards this thing that you really desire, but you just keep hitting up against obstacle after obstacle and you're struggling in the process, keep watching this video because I'm going to share with you a very personal story, as well as after the story, I'm going to share with you the nature of desire and why we really want what we want and how to actually fulfill the deeper desire that's underneath, how to actually fulfill what our soul wants. Okay, so let's take a deep breath to begin. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm all about helping you, me, all of us raise our vibration, raise our frequency, and really come out into the world and be visible, share the gifts that we're here to share to help brighten our world. So many years ago, actually for my entire childhood and all through my 20s, I wanted to be an actress. It was my greatest dream to become a successful actress. I did everything in my power. I studied with the best teachers. I went to showcases, auditions. I did plays in theaters. I was so terrified of the work of being an actress, of being visible, of being on stage, but something compelled me to keep going. And at 27, I got a talent manager, a really solid Hollywood talent manager, actually a top manager. And he got me an audition during pilot season to go in and audition for a show, a very established show with A-list actresses and actors and a top-level superstar producer. And on my way to that audition, I'm 27 years old, okay? I'm driving the car, my hands are on the steering wheel, and I'm literally gripping the steering wheel, driving down this beautiful California road with palm trees lining the road. And I'm so deeply trying to stuff my terror and my anxiety down and all of my fears, because deep down I didn't feel worth going on this audition. And I remember looking in the rearview mirror and like applying my lip gloss and like checking my teeth 1,000 times to make sure nothing was in it. I'm reciting my lines out loud, making sure I remember my lines. And I'm gripping the steering wheel so hard to try to stuff my fear and look confident, look calm and confident. And my hands were like sticking to the steering wheel, right? And I literally like had to wipe them on my jeans to dry them off a bit. And I am continuing to drive, and this is before we have navigation systems. So I'm like looking at the numbers on the buildings to find the right building for this audition. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going into like this major audition. This is like, I'm inching towards my dream. I'm going to make this dream real. I'm imagining myself like a star in the show and my whole life changing. And I pull into the parking lot. I take the keys out of the ignition. I grab my purse and my sides, which are like the script, right? And I run towards the casting room. I fill out my name. I sit down in the waiting room and I look around, and it's like 15 girls that look exactly like me. And I start holding the sides of the chair because I'm so nervous that I'm like out of my body. Like I'm literally not there. I have no idea what's going on because I'm so nervous that I can't even be in my breath or my physical body. So I start touching the sides of the chair just to like anchor into the immediacy of the moment, try to calm my nervous system a little bit. And as soon as I start doing that, and I start to settle just like a little bit, this beautiful, like model looking girl, like swings the door open and runs out of the room and slams the door behind her. She stops in the waiting room and she goes, "Oh my God, that is the scariest audition I've ever been on in my life. The director is in there, all the producers, the casting director. There's like so many people in there and they are brutal. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, ladies. Like, good luck." And she like wipes her tears and she runs out the door. Now I'm peeing in my pants. Like I'm literally so scared. And I really, honestly, like at that point, I'm so frozen in fear that I want to run out the door, but I don't want attention on me because I was so self-conscious at that time that I just stay frozen and I don't even look up at the other girls to see how they're dealing with that. I just am frozen. And the next thing you know, eventually they call my name and I'm like literally like gripping my sides, like my script, to just have some sort of stability. And I'm waiting to walk into the room and I'm picturing a stadium of like all these powerful people who are basically going to judge me and decide whether I'm worthy or not. That's how I saw it in my mind at the time. And so the girl leads me to the door. This woman leads me, opens the door. I walk in, bracing myself for like the power that's going to be facing me in that room. And I walk in, and all who is there is a middle-aged woman with a smile on her face, a camera, and a chair. And she says, "Oh, sit down. Really nice to meet you, Veronica." Nobody else is in the room. I want to break down in tears, not because of relief, but because I couldn't actually believe, I was heartbroken that somebody would actually lie in order to give herself a leg up at winning the audition, at winning the role, that she would actually tear down 15 of her sisters just to win. I was heartbroken and I somehow got through the audition. I was really good at like, like smiling and like even though I was terrified inside. And I left the audition. I got in the car. I sat down and I just cried a cry that I had never, well, probably had cried before, but a cry that felt like it was ancient, like it was just my soul crying so hard. And I'll never forget looking in the rearview mirror at my own eyes, which were like watery and my face is blotchy and swollen. And I'm like, V, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you putting yourself through this? Why are you're gonna fail. This is literally my own language to myself. You're gonna fail. So why are you putting yourself through this? You're gonna make a fool of yourself. Why do you want this so much? Why are you putting yourself through this? You're sensitive, you're empathic, you're introverted. You keep putting yourself in these positions that tear you down and they hurt you. Why do you do this to yourself? And I literally didn't have an answer other than I'm just compelled to. Like I have to. It's just something I want so much inside and I'm compelled to do it. And my mind was just giving me all these reasons to quit now, like make that your last audition. And also don't embarrass this amazing manager that you've manifested. Like just leave him, leave the whole industry and just start a different path. But I kept going. I kept going because the impetus was there and I kept going and I kept going. And here's what I really want to share with you. Sometimes we're compelled, I can only speak for myself, and I'll tell you where this story ends. Sometimes we're compelled to do things, not because of the thing. Like people could say, oh, right, Veronica, you were 27, you wanted the fame, you wanted the money, you wanted a career out of doing something creative, something you love. And yes, I wanted all those things at 27 years old. And on a soul level, God, source, divine intelligence sets you, me, all of us up to go for something we want so much so that we get something we actually need. I'm going to say that again. The thing that you may want right now, maybe you're really attracted to someone, or you really want this career, or you really want to be visible and share your message and help other people unlock their voices, and you're compelled to do it, but you're terrified and it beats you up and it tears you down in so many different ways. We're going to talk about right now what the deeper calling is and how to actually fulfill that deeper calling, how to use what we desire to bloom into our full potential. So for me that day, thank God I kept going. I kept going. I kept auditioning. I kept moving forward. And one day I auditioned, that I found this audition on my own, for Conversations with God, which was a book written by Neil Donald Walsh. And I met this man named Stephen Simon, and he created something called Transformational Entertainment, the Spiritual Cinema Circle. And it was the first time in my life I realized, oh my God, transformation and entertainment is a thing, like they go together. And I started to realize, oh my God, there's this deeper calling inside of me. I went on that audition. I drove all the way up to Oregon to Ashland and auditioned for it. The man, Neil Donald Walsh, was there, Stephen Simon. All these people were in the room as I was auditioning. And they were so loving and so kind. All the other actors in the waiting room were like so friendly and connected. Stephen Simon was like, oh my God, you have to see yourself on camera. Like, this isn't the right role for you, but we got to create the right role for you. There's just something that you're bringing that is perfect for this film. And he kept calling me in, like, for the day and a half that I was there. They couldn't create or find the right role for me, but the experience was so confidence building. It was so healing. It's like going to bring tears to my eyes. And I spoke, he became like online, I would email with him a little bit. And I'll never forget him saying, me saying that Hollywood was tearing me down. And how do I go for this dream when people are so cruel? Like, I want this thing. And I remember him saying, Veronica, keep your eye on the prize. Like, just keep going, keep your eye on the prize. It's going to make sense later. Long story short, as I continued on the path, I started having way different experience, going for roles that really fulfilled me, not in Hollywood, but in small towns, on theaters, independent films like Conversations with God. And one day I was on stage in Mendocino, California, performing. And I'll never forget delivering a line I had delivered 1,000 times before, it seems. And I was literally looking out at the audience, and I, for the first time in my life, no longer wanted to be an actress. I wanted to ask the audience, tell me about you. I want to know you. I want to know the gold inside of you. I want to know your story. I want to know, I actually wanted to stop the play, which thank God I didn't. The director would have killed me, and start talking to the audience and create a dialogue that's transformational to start to mine up some gold and create some healing. That was the day I stopped acting. I completed the play, obviously, but I stopped acting. And my dream of becoming a transformational agent on our planet birthed out of that experience. And I promise you that had I not moved through the fire of that experience as an actor, I never would have awakened into the purpose that I'm actually here to deliver, because it gave me the confidence. What happens is we're drawn to certain things, and we think it's because we want what we want. But what if it could be that we succeed at that thing? But what if there's also something much deeper? We're given fire. We're given, like, as we move towards desire, the word desire is of God or of the king. If you look at the root of that word, desire, of sire, the king or God. This is planted within us, our desire in our hearts, not because it's a mistake, not because you're not supposed to go for it, not because of any of that. It's because you're actually designed to move through that, because your soul has a certain curriculum that needs that path in order to awaken into your full potential. Sometimes we need the right kind of fire to burn off everything that's not who we truly are. Sometimes we need the right kind of fire. For me, it was becoming an actress or going for being an actress. We need the right kind of fire, the right kind of pain, the right kind of struggle, the right kind of feeling like I was getting beaten down, to burn off everything that wasn't me, so that that which cannot be burned, that which cannot die, could birth. The vanity burned and died. The insecurity burned and died. The confidence birthed and rose. The connection to my deeper purpose birthed and rose. Whatever you're going through right now is not here to burn you and destroy you. It's here to birth you. It's literally a rite of passage. The nature of desire is to actually pull us forward into our full potential. And we can get so locked into the surface of things not working out that we quit, okay? But really, it's a rite of passage into birthing who we really are. Like, take this in for a moment. Whatever fire you're walking right now is birthing what you were born to birth. So I kept going, and that's one of the keys, is to keep going in spite of obstacles and be really kind to ourselves in the process. So I call it the sleeping diamond of desire. It's like there's this hidden purpose in our desire. Like our desire pulls us forward. It's delicious. It's exciting. We really want the thing. And then it's really here to ensure that we get what we really need rather than what we think we want. And here's what I really want to show you and share with you. So here's desire. So I desire to be an actress. I really want to. So you fill in the blank. What do you want? I desire to start a YouTube channel or to coach clients and to have a successful coaching career or to sell my art or move to, the Bermuda. I don't know, whatever that desire is. So the ego mind wants the same thing. It will keep moving us towards sameness. It doesn't want the thing. It's like my mind, my ego was going, you stop this right now. Like, you are not auditioning for one more thing. This agent is too good for you. He's going to be sending you on these great auditions. You're too sensitive to go through this. So my ego wants sameness. It wants me comfortable at my corporate job at the time, safe in my box. The soul's goal is wholeness. Wholeness. That means collecting what we have left behind in childhood. If I was told, you're too sensitive, Veronica, you're never going to make it. Well, the part of me that can make it, that is empowered, that is a super amazing, powerful woman, confident soul, if I push that away, I'm too sensitive to be confident or to be successful, the journey of going towards what I desire is going to ensure that I pick that girl back up, confident version of me, and I learn to walk with her. I remember who I am. I integrate. Now I'm a more fleshed out, empowered, whole human. Now I'm sovereign. Now, no matter what someone says to me, you're too sensitive to be a CEO and to run your business and to publish books and to speak publicly, to do all the things I do today. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting opinion. That's not my reality. I could never have learned that had I not trusted what I desired, moved towards it in spite of obstacles, keep going in spite of obstacles, and pick up the qualities of patience, perseverance, focus, self-care, having mentors to ensure that they tell me things like, keep your eye on the prize, be clear about your vision. You can create anything. You don't have to do it Hollywood's way. There's another way. So what is your soul wanting? What is the deeper reason that you desire what you desire right now? Let's take a deep, deep breath. Notice how I exhaled first before breathing. Sometimes we have to let go of something to make space for something. Just another deep breath in before I ask you a few questions. Okay, exhale it out. And one more just like that. Inhaling in, receiving something good here, and exhaling out, letting go, making space for grace. Good. So ego or soul, in any given moment, our ego's driving the ship or the soul. The soul, no matter what the outcome of the circumstances, doesn't matter. I didn't succeed as an actress, but I succeeded as a soul, and I actually succeeded in my deeper purpose. So if the ego would have stopped me, stop now, it's too dangerous, you can't go on another audition, and I would have just crawled into a shell and been like, you're right, I can't do this, I never would have gained the gifts I needed to actually propel me forward into my deeper purpose. The soul, on the other hand, is, let me ask you these questions just so you can delineate between these two. Okay, so this is how you know when your ego's driving the ship or your soul. The ego says things like, will this keep me safe? Is this something I know I'll succeed at? Does this in any way threaten to change me or my current reality? If the answer is it's going to threaten me, I can't make sure that I'll be safe. I don't know if I'm going to succeed at it. Then it's going to shut down. The ego is going to say, no. And it's going to be very clever and very convincing about why you should not go for it, why you shouldn't make videos, why you shouldn't be visible, why you shouldn't make your art, why you shouldn't go for the dream relationship you want, all these things, why you shouldn't move to the place you really want to live. The soul, on the other hand, is going to ask this criteria, these questions to determine, is this the right path? could this help me grow? Could this help me grow? You might want to write these questions down. When you're trying to discern, when you're choosing to discern what action to take, ask these questions. It'll ensure wholeness. It'll ensure that you're on the soul's path to wholeness, to really revealing who you already are. Will this help me gain clarity on who I truly am? Will this help me gain clarity on who I truly am? And really, any action you take, the answer is going to be yes, if it's out of your comfort zone, because it's through action that we get clear, not through thinking. We get clear by taking action, right? It's like, oh, I like this. No, I don't. Oh, this is perfect for me. Oof, no. And so now we have greater clarity in terms of what to move towards. Will this help me find and integrate more of myself? Will this help me find and integrate more of myself? If I try this new thing, oof, new faculties, new parts of me, new dimensions of my personality are going to have to be used, or weak muscles that I haven't used, like trust and, resourcefulness, or whatever the case may be, perseverance. Last question. Will this expand me out of my comfort zone? Will this expand me out of my comfort zone? And that is what the soul wants. If I can go not too far out of my comfort zone, it's a gradual 15% out at a time, another 15%, another 15%. It's incremental, it's gradual. The soul dances and relishes and delights in us when we go out of our comfort zone. Reverend Michael says, a failure, a bad day for the ego is a good day for the soul. A bad day for the ego is a good day for the soul. Remember my story. Let that help you to remember that all the rubble burned off in that process, the vanity, the insecurity, the, having to prove myself, thinking others were better than me, to birth the confidence, to birth the power, the sovereignty, the inspiration, the alignment. So, are you open to birthing the diamond in your life? Are you open to birthing the diamond in your life? Are you open to birthing your true self? Are you open to being a little gentler on yourself? And instead of the narrative that your ego has been telling you that you're failing, or you're not good enough, or you haven't been doing enough, can you see the lie for what it is? Say, thank you, sweetheart. Kiss the ego on the forehead. I know you're trying to keep me safe. I hear you. And that's just not true. And are you open to birthing the diamond and moving forward in spite of obstacles and in spite of fear? And I wrote this down in the newsletter. If you're on my email list, I wrote an email to invite you guys to this. And I wrote something in there that sometimes we're compelled to keep going, because what we desire is just the right kind of fire to burn away all that is not who we are. So what if what you desire right now is calling you forward so that you burn off? And I'm not saying it's pleasant. I'm not saying it's fun, but if you know now, because I'm sharing with you that you're actually in a birth canal birthing yourself, and the contractions are to be expected, the pain is to be expected because something magnificent, you, is birthing, then it's actually worthwhile, isn't it? So are you open to birthing the diamond? Are you open to moving forward in spite of obstacles? Are you open to being kind to yourself and acknowledging yourself for the little things? If you appreciate the little things, your life becomes more and more wealthy and abundant, because what we appreciate, as Lynn Twist says, appreciates. If you appreciate yourself, you go up in value. You say, wow, I love you. You're amazing. Had I looked in the mirror that day and said, instead of, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this to yourself? You're not good enough. If I had looked in the mirror that day and said, sweetheart, you're amazing. I know how scared you were to walk in those doors, and you did it. You have so much courage. That would have helped me to appreciate and worth and value and confidence and presence. And then the next audition would have been easier and easier. So let's take one more deep breath here. Let me know what you're hearing me say. And if you're open to it, write in the comments what your desire is that maybe you've been talking yourself out of because you don't feel like you're good enough, or you're failing at it, or it's never going to happen, or you're not capable. And just starting to exhale out that narrative And breathe in. If you knew that right now the challenges that you're up against are actually birthing a greater version of you, what would that change for you? How would that make it easier for you? Whew. So we are in a mystery, you, me, all of us together here. We have no idea what's happening on this planet. If we think we know, we're fooling ourselves. But what I can promise all of us is that when we truly take care of ourselves and we truly move towards the things that we love and we trust the desire that was planted in our heart from Source, from God, from the King of Love, however, or the Queen of Love, then we know for sure that we are fulfilling the soul's calling to move towards wholeness, to collect parts of ourselves, so long as we are gentle. Remember, diamonds birth out of heat and pressure, but they birth out of that heat and pressure because they handle it really well, right? So that carbon births into the coal into the diamond. So if we can breathe through the obstacles and breathe through the pressure and breathe through the heat and the fire and the challenge and the struggle, if we can really put presence first, the diamond is guaranteed to birth. It is inevitable. It is just a matter of time. As my teacher, Leonard Jacobson, would say, it is the soul's destiny to awaken into the wholeness of who we really are. All of us, no one left behind are his words. And I think that's so beautiful. So I hope that this serves you in some way. If you receive something from this video, give it a thumbs up. I love being here with you guys live. First time commenting on a live. Whoops. I just wanted to thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. You've helped me in so many ways. I've never heard from you, Cedar. It is so beautiful to meet with you and connect with you. You're very welcome. Katja, hi, beautiful. Butterfly Angel, Kim is here. Dr. Monica is here. Oh my God, this woman, you guys, all of you. I love you, and I'm so excited for what's coming. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Layla is here. Katja is here. Linnea, Clara, Salzman, yes to sensitivity. Okay, I love that you're saying that, Clara, because I have so many videos I want to make on sensitivity and being an empath, and it's something I've made like 1 or 2 or 3 videos on. But if that's something you want more of, share it in the description, because I have this secret belief that our world, we're given highly sensitive superpowers, extra abilities of sensitivity in order to really intuit a deeper need on our planet and to spread kindness and love, a frequency that's really needed, that's very soothing and kind. But most of us highly sensitives are too sensitive or feel too sensitive to be visible because it's a lot. Look, every time I turn this on, and I've been doing this 11 years, every time I turn on the camera, I feel nervous. I feel like a lot of energy moving through me. I've just learned how to breathe through it. I've learned how to take really good care of myself in the process. But if you're highly sensitive and you do want to come out and be visible, if you want more videos on that, like how to do that, let me know. And I will make videos on that because it's something I'm really passionate about. Judy's here. I hear compassion to myself. By the way, Judy, I'm looking forward because we're in the middle of the visibility challenge in the Diamond Dojo. And I really look forward to seeing you and Clara and anyone in there on your videos, if that inspires you to see you guys making videos in there. Patricia, yes, I trust that I will heal my body. Are you open, Patricia, to tapping in right now to your heart? And anyone can do this with us. And feeling that there's a dimension of you that's already healthy and whole. And that your body only knows, and this is absolutely science, your body only knows how to continue to move towards health. And so of course, on the journey of moving towards health is so powerful. I'm on this journey myself right now, which I'll share in a future I'm writing it in my memoir. But I will tell you, there's moving towards health, and there's actually tapping into that perfect health inside. And it's really important. I suggest watching Missing Links on Gaia TV. Watch anything from Bruce Lipton, Biology of Belief. Definitely watch Rewired on Gaia TV. All of these are on Gaia TV. I'm not in any way associated with Gaia TV. Jason and I just discovered them, and literally we haven't watched Netflix in like months, or at least I haven't. Gaia TV is like my go-to. It's like if you want to be entertained, but also up-level your consciousness, transformational entertainment at its best. And then also Rewired by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Please watch that. Start with that one, Rewired, Patricia. It will change your life if you haven't already seen it. I love you guys so much. And okay, good to know. Oh, Kim is here. Kim with a Y. Free to be magnificent. Yes, I would love some empath videos. Great. I feel like I'm always having bricks in my stomach. What does this mean? I just want to, excuse me. I want to take a screenshot of I would love some empath videos, so I remember. I feel like I'm always having bricks in my stomach. What does this mean? So I can't personally tell you what this means, but what I can suggest is that you just place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly where you feel the bricks, and breathe into whatever you're feeling. Stay present. So all I did was ask, what do I feel? Where do I feel it? So you said, so you feel bricks in your stomach, and just breathe in. Are you willing to allow the feeling of the bricks in your stomach, instead of trying to get rid of it, to just exist? And let the feeling expand, and just whisper to yourself, I'm here with you. I'm not leaving. I'm here with you. I'm not leaving. To the bricks in your stomach. Instead of trying to get rid of it, try the opposite. Move towards it. And now ask that feeling inside, the bricks in your stomach, what is it that you need? If you could have anything right now, what is it that you need? Take a deep breath. And then are you open to supplying that need? It might be an embrace. It might be to freeform write. It might be to scream. It might be to dance. It might be just hold me, please, like connect with me. Likely it's the inner child. I can't tell you what it is, but oftentimes we feel a feeling in the third chakra of the inner child yearning for love and a desire to be reparented because our parents didn't do the best job, even though they tried really hard or didn't try. It's really, we always have an opportunity, and that's a whole journey. I recommend Leonard Jacobson's work for that, Journey into Now. I've also made videos on this channel, How to Stop Restless Thinking. It will guide you through a 5-step process. Okay. Awesome, Clara. Okay, sensitivity. Thank you, Veronica. So grateful. You are welcome. I found your channel about a year ago, Viviana, and it has helped me so much with my spiritual journey. Oh, that is so good to hear, and so good to connect with you. How are you, Veronica? I'm really well. Thank you for asking. Claire Reed. Hey. All right, you guys. So one more deep breath in. Exhale it out. My prayer is that this video, taking another deep breath in, exhale it out, is feeding and empowering the health of you, the well-being of you, the abundance of you, the radiance of you, the presence within you, the diamonds within you, the joy within you, the inspiration within you, the discernment within you to choose to focus on that which is healthy for you, and that it helps you attract that which is healthy for you, empowering for you, so that you can share in this world, if you choose to, the gifts that are in your heart, whether that's smiling at another human, or making art, or giving someone a hug, or making a video, or coaching a client, or drawing a sand painting in the sand, whatever it is, or dancing for no one to see, but just for you in your own room, that the joy and the light and the creativity within you is freer after watching this video here and now. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me. And here's to the nature of desire guiding each of us into being more and never less of who we truly are. Mwah.